His skin had a positively unhealthy pallor.
I owe you an explanation. I have no doubt you find this all very bizarre. I assure you my plight is quite genuine. What is it? Have you ever heard of
the Mr. Andy Latimer?
The name was one I had only known him to mutter when in the thrall of one of his cocaine injections.
No, thanks. Go on, it might help to keep you occupied. Oh,
What do you mean by that? That's what I want to know. And let's get one thing straight there. You don't make the mind.
Now, look. And stop playing what the butler saw with me and the lady friend. That's what you want me to do, is it? Yeah. I'll be nice and polite about it. Now, look, boy. Just get that chip off your shoulder, right? You know what it's like when you take a bit of skirt out? Things are liable to get a bit intimate. Now, who wants 3 horses in a race like that? Don't you kid yourself, I'm going to forget that.
These pressures force many along a tightrope from which they can only fall, and towards a cliff over whose edge they are relentlessly pushed. So it was for the man in today's story, a man whose life has become a nightmare, both night and day. Let's share his journey as he moves inexorably towards the edge.
In 1966, a sea monster was sighted by merchant ships at various times in every ocean of the world. Long, cigar-shaped, and when approached, disappeared beneath the surface so rapidly and mysteriously that no one could get near enough to classify it. What was it? Arguments, even among scientists, ranged from prehistoric monster to half-submerged wreck to some incredible man-made subterranean vessel.
For myself, Professor, I am convinced it is a machine
that can roam the world at will, submerged for incredible lengths of time.
Incredible, I know.
I'm old. Afraid I'll forget. I killed innocent men. I betrayed sacred oaths. I reaped profit from horror.
Fine. Davey, my handsome brisketeer. You got time for an old Gordon, buddy?
Mickey, Jesus Christ. What's this I hear about you making a movie?
Strictly Z feature, Davey. Non-union labor. I'm shooting in Griffith Park.
Oh, Mickey, is this for real?
Come down, check it out. You should have been in the movies yourself, eh?
In 1966, a sea monster was sighted by merchant ships at various times in every ocean of the world. Long, cigar-shaped, and when approached, disappeared beneath the surface so rapidly and mysteriously that no one could get near enough to classify it. What was it? Arguments, even among scientists, ranged from prehistoric monster to half-submerged wreck to some incredible man-made subterranean vessel.
For myself, myself, Professor. I am convinced it is a machine.
That can roam the world at will, submerged for incredible lengths of time?
Incredible, I know.
Stanley Teagarden is going on a little holiday. He needs a rest. But even on holiday, Stanley is always on the alert, always ready for the test. After all, it can happen anywhere, anytime.
And now I'm in my prime. I'm known as Captain Ginger, Ginger all the time.
A sailor and his sweetheart were walking hand in hand. Ever so pretty they looked too. The day that he was sailing for a foreign land, all stations debarking, said he, "Oh, tell me, darling, what shall I bring you back?" She came a little closer, and then she said, "Oh, Jack, I want a banana. I want a banana. Bring me back a banana," say the boy.
There was a message from you, Mr. McLeod, to the rocket range. A torpedo, you said.
Aye.
Where is it?
On the sand, on the other side of the island.
I'm Lieutenant Ritchie. This is Petty Officer Whitaker.
Landship the gear, sir?
Yes. A torpedo, then?
Well, I said it might be a torpedo. I don't know. Isn't any kind I've seen before.
This is Mr. Nicholson, Mr. McLeod.
Good morning, Mr. McLeod. Where is this torpedo?
It's about a mile, sir. Across the island, on the other shore.
Is that your house, Mr. McLeod?
Aye. Would have to be. It's the only one on the island. I lead the way.
You said it isn't any kind you've seen before.
Aye.
Tell me, are you familiar with torpedoes, Miss McLeod?
Aye. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, in the sand. And just above the high water line.
Lieutenant? Yes, sir. What do you think? I need a closer look, sir. Not one of ours, sir.
No. Live?
I don't know, sir. Might be a practice job.
How could you tell?
Only by taking it apart, sir.
Do you know, Mr. McLeod thinks it came under its own power.
Then we'll bank some sand around it and try it. If you'll both keep back a bit, sir.
Right.
We're ready, sir.
We're going to watch the finals in the All-Britain George Formby contest. We will see would-be George Formbys from all over the land singing and playing some of his more famous songs. There is a very distinguished panel of judges this year. Barbara Cartland to judge the age of the contestants, Sir Freddie Laker, who will fly the winner free of charge to Wigan, and Rudolf Nureyev. Yes, Nureyev is here, and you may just wonder why. However, it is a little-known fact that since he defected to the West, he has become a devoted George Formby fan. He was weaned on an early Formby 78 record his parents had smuggled into Russia, and is at this very moment in time preparing a George Formby ballet which he has called George Formby Meets Giselle, in which he will partner Dame Margot Fontaine. Listen to the crowd. Lord Longford is here to make certain that what occurred last year, a false, filthy, pornographic song, is not suddenly sung. You may recall Lord Longford raised his white anti-porn wire, and the contender was rapidly rushed from the platform or stage, and a George Formby gag stuffed like lightning into his mouth.
Oh, Mr. Fisherman, back from the sea, have you a lobster you can sell to me?
Zero, tilly-o, shit or bust. Never let your bollocks dangle in the dust. Yes, sir, I have two. The biggest of the bastards I will sell to you. Zero, tilly-o, shit or bust. Never let your bollocks dangle in the dust.
Oh, I took the lobster home, but I didn't have a dish. I put it in the place where the the missus has a...
We all know Formby was famous for his innuendos, but he never resorted to filth, and it may put a damper on the whole festival. Now, tonight's first contender, a Mr. William Fruit from Doncaster, is going to play the traditional Chinese laundry blues on his autographed George Formby ukulele. So let us hear it.
Now, Mr. Wu was a laundryman at a shop with an old green door. He done all day leaning away, and that's what makes me sour. He'd lost his hat to a Chinese girl, now his laundry's all gone wrong. All day he'd flirt and scorch his shirt, that's why I'm singing this song. Oh, Mr. Wu, what shall I do? I've got those kind of Chinese limehouse laundry blues.
I see that they've stopped Fruit just as he was going into the chorus.
I like my DIY and my stamp collection. It makes me wonder why I can't get an erection. My wife suggested a threesome to solve the problem, but when it came to the night in question, she brought round the milkman. I want to be a real man and not a weedy wanker. I want to be a real man and not a merchant banker.
Tell you what, I'd kiss my fuck, you know.
I did it, lost a better gun, well, you can't trust the specials like the old time coppers, and you can't find your way out.
You ought to get out more. Yeah. You ought to get out more. Yeah. Tell you what, I'd kiss my
I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood. Somebody call me Specking for eyes. Somebody call me Specking for eyes.
Tell you what, I'd kiss my
Dance, dance, dance. Everybody clap your hands, hands, hands. Dance, dance, dance. Everybody clap your hands, hands, hands. Dance, dance, dance. Everybody clap your hands, hands.
You ought to get out more. Yeah.
Today I am your chariot horse, tomorrow I'm your albatross, suspended by the finest threads no one could ever see. And when they whisper in your ear, and you'll take advice in all you hear, and I'm ashamed to be afraid, but I just can't help myself.
News has just come through, and I'm afraid it's war.
It's the High Priest of Battles. This is my war.
blinking like a groggy giraffe with dust in its eye, caught in the 7,000-watt beam of a low-flying aircraft on the darkest night of the year, I stumbled from my bunker this morning. The bunker I had dug with the men from the battalion. Good men, strong men, each one capable of pulling the trunk off a cock elephant at 30 yards. And now, my comrades and friends too. As I speak, swarms of missiles narrowly miss my head. There goes one. I'm running over to see now how many of my new friends are just so much charred flesh and bone. My right arm's just been blown off. There's a camera crew. Look at me. Look at me. My right arm's just been blown off. Thank you. And on into battle. Oh, there goes my other arm. The sound you can hear now is my lower torso being vaporized, but never mind, it's not my safety that counts. Information is paramount. Strap my head to the rocket and blast me into the center of battle. 13 megaton warheads exploding all around. Rivers of blood. Oh, sorry, the sound effects. The sound effects broken. Bugger, bugger. Sodding sound effects.
Oh. You're looking good like I knew you would. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can I have the first question, please?
How many baddies are dead?
Good question, Sonny. My favorite weapon is called Snark. It's an intelligent missile capable of blowing up people in 3 languages. You'll see on this piece of combat film how it steers itself through the air vent into the towelhead's mouth, through the lung, and into the heart, where it explodes with so little collateral damage he doesn't even realize he's dead. Price $3 billion. Sorry, no more questions. You've been a great audience. Back after this word.
Disc jockey Wayne Carr is visiting the men and relaying messages home. Hello, Wayne, there's a lot of noise. Can you hear me?
Well, I'm not sure about that, John, but I can tell you something. It's pretty noisy out here.
Well, I'll stop talking then and let you just get on with it.
Look, I think it's probably best if you stop talking and let me get on with it then.
Yeah, that's just what I...
Live from the middle of a woo, Wayne Carr!
And we're out here today in the middle of the war with the man of the 52nd Combat Corps. Gotta tell you, they're a great bunch of guys, and we're getting along great guns, aren't we, fellas?
Yes.
Counting every single one of them as a genuine friend. And doing their request today, not allowed to play Puff the Magic Dragon because it reminds everybody of flamethrowers, but I am going to cram in as many of your dedications as possible because I've got a very strong feeling that most of you will, in a word, be shuffling off your brief candle in next to no time. All right, so what's your name?
Private Colin Snope. I'm on the radio, mate.
Nice for you to talk to me, Cole. And who's the beaver?
Michelle Drebs. Michelle Norwich.
So she lives in Norwich, huh?
No stands for niggers off ready when I come home.
Yep, I knew that all along, actually. Nice message for you there, Mish. And luckily that one was on tape because... And I'd change your name as soon as you can, Michelle, to protect your identity. You see, just a couple of hours ago, Colin was just literally blown apart by a rocket. You may be comforted to know his bloody head screamed something which sounded a little bit like your name as it flew through the air. And let's just hope that there's somebody in England you could, I guess, snuggle up close to and enjoy the comforts of carnal abandon with, in much the same way as you did with Colin. Let's face it, they're all the same with the light off. Meanwhile, it's time for us to collect up the remains and play.
And our strategy correspondent is on the line now. Michael, who are you standing next to?
I'm standing next to... What's your name?
Michael.
Michael, who's a situation expert. Michael, what's going on in this war as we look at it?
Well, what I can see is just people walking around and you have traffic going past.
Who do you think's got the upper hand in the war?
The traffic, to a certain degree. And now I can see a lot of people just walking past now and taking a risk.
Tomorrow they could be just another victim of the war.
Well, that's true, yeah.
What can be done to improve matters in general?
If there was more thought given to pedestrians... Yes.
Then there may be no more war.
Well, yeah, probably so, yeah.
Well, Michael, thanks very much for taking the time to stand in the middle of this war and talk to us.
Yeah, okay, no worries.
This year's official war composer is Michael, and here's a repetitive from his work entitled War Goes Bang.
War goes bang.
War, bang, war, bang, war, bang, war, bang.
behind goes a man with a gun in his hand, shooting at another man who falls over with the shock of the slug hitting him in the chest. Dum 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 is the name of the bullet used, having a notch cut in the tip to maximize the ballistic effect. 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2. People get nervous and stutter. Bomb 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 bomb. Bombs fall onto the ground. E-R E-R E-R. Donkeys get in the way. Da 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 da. This would be proud of the mess. And the heavy question people always ask about war is, will it ever?
You've done your job well if you're not noticed as a urine man. I'm sure there are other jobs like that, like street cleaners or theatrical designers.
Done a bit of everything in his 63 years. He's dug for gold in Africa, he's ridden the wall of death, he's broadcast with a pop group 40 years ago, he's driven racing cars. But now he lives so quietly, you could almost call it secretly, right off the beaten track in a sleepy hollow in the West Country. It took us an hour to find the place. But he's an inventor. His most popular discovery so far, chicken manure.
Well, you can run on chicken manure.
Now how do you do this?
Well, simply by putting the manure into an airtight container and bringing it up to about 70 degrees Fahrenheit and leaving it for a few days.
Now you might expect to have gas bags and bottles and contraptions all over. And what do you actually have in here to make it work?
Well, I have a bottle of gas in the boot and I connect it up to an auto-gas converter fitted here.
That's just that little thing there?
Yeah, which automatically feeds the gas.
Does it really work?
Nearby, Emerson, Lake and Palmer are playing in the Holland Stadion.
I'll be there! I'll be there! I will be there!
All right, Carl, give me that gun.
Can you...
Let go of it, Carl. Now, Carl, it looks as though you're left to face it alone.
I've thought for a long time it was going to end like this. I guess I've always known we couldn't win.
You knew you couldn't win, but you still kept on. Selling out your country, selling out yourself. Tell me something. Where can a traitor spend his treason money? What can he buy that's as valuable as what he sells? Is there some bargain I've never heard of? That's worth more than a person's soul?